My name is Eric Ramirez, and I am part of the N-7 category for the Nike Futuresole Design Contest. A quick overview of who I am and why I like designing. From the South Bronx, New York City. Uh, Regular kid who loves all types of sports, especially basketball. and The reason why I'm here designing sneakers for this Futuresole contest is because I have a passion for art and a passion for basketball, and I'm not going to be LeBron James. So these two passions merged together, and creating not only basketball sneakers but all sorts of sneakers and performance goods for the athlete was really something I found passion in going into junior year high school. But that's just a quick overview. Again, my name is Eric Ramirez. I'm part of the N-7 category of Futuresole. And here's my sneaker, the Air Max Kumo. Oops. The Air Max Kumo incorporates Flywire technology, torch technology, Air Max Shocks bubble technology, a lunar light free sole technology. It's called the Air Max Kumo because I wanted it to be an extremely light sneaker. Kumo is Japanese for cloud. We're gonna break it down, starting off with the heel and the Air Max Shocks technology. The Air Max Shocks technology right here is a variation of the shocks which come with springs, but I wanted to put Air Max bubbles itself, being that I believe that Air Max Shocks bubbles would better absorb the impact that your heel takes as when it's running, as compared to shock springs. Think of it as a body laying on a mattress. It's just really uncomfortable, and the springs just sort of just distort the natural position of your body. And I felt the Air Max wouldn't really try to distort the natural position. It would just absorb all the shock, and it would sort of just spring you back up if you maintain that sort of springy like design for the outer layers. By the outer layers, I'm talking about right here. See how it zigzags in? If you develop that type of Air Max zigzag, I guess you can call it, shocks, the air is distributed equally into 3 chambers instead of one bubble, which could pop easily through 2 sides, but evenly distributed through three chambers allows not only the sneaker to sort of like an accordion, just spring, but it'll pop back up. The air is evenly distributed, and that just creates sort of like a spring in itself, which I really thought would be really good for your heel instead of a spring. Going forward, as you're in the running motion, your heel tends to touch the floor first, absorbing the shock. But if you notice, the heel really doesn't bend. It's more like the anchor for when you're running. What really bends is the forefoot. So what I designed here was the free technology. Well, not designed, but I incorporated the free technology. So the forefront of the sneaker really gets that bending motion. And I felt when I'm designing, okay, I'm a runner. Shock, bend. Shock, bend. The forefront is really what bends, and having a free sole that bends all across the sneaker wasn't really necessary as compared to really aiming specifically to the forefront of the foot, the toes area, the little ball right behind the toes. And I felt having this free sole there and incorporating it with lunar light technology so it could be really light and really comfortable was really what really makes this sole unique. Shock bubbles, free lunar light technology, a really unique sole, not that I've really seen by Nike today, to this day. Now we're going into the base, into the upper half of the sneaker. Talk about the new Nike Torch technology incorporated here and here. The Torch technology is a 3-layer system which allows the foot to breathe better. The foot has 256 sweat glands, and running only makes it sweat more. So not so much as performance, but really just comfortability for the runner, allowing the foot to be cooler, so your sneakers don't smell much. I mean, that's, for a sneakerhead, that's a plus. You don't have to go, oh god. But going back to the sneakers performance as well, a flywire technology to making a more one-to-one fit, so it can really mold to your foot. And that's really all the aesthetics and performance that you talk about here. Going into the colorway that I've chosen, you have wolf gray base, and the UCLA blue and yellow. That is a tribute to John Wooden, legendary coach at UCLA, who just passed away. Getting now into the slight little details about the sneaker that I think are just really interesting and just cool to notice. Reflectors in the front for runners. Lights come on to you. You have a little reflector, some type of 3M. I forgot the word. Substance, I guess you can say. In the back here, there's a little air bubble, I guess you can say, but it's really going to be like a logo for the new Air that I've in the commercials that you've seen. Get it right there. That's going to be right here, essentially saying Air. That's the new like Air Max logo, I guess. It's pretty cool. I like it. At the bottom of the soles, you have a better grip for runners. The little grip, you can see the little black stubs, goes throughout the sneaker. And one really cool detail that I thought was just bananas. At the bottom of the shock system is a saying that John Wooden said: "Be quick, but don't rush." From the documentaries I've seen on ESPN, John Wooden was a master of these little 8-word sayings, and that one really stuck out to me. Be quick but don't rush. And I wanted that embedded into the bottom soles of the Air Max bubbles. I think that would just be a nice little neat detail to have in commemoration to one of the greatest head coaches of all time. The insole has clouds and is a sky blue colorway, going back to the name of Air Max Kumo, which is Japanese for cloud. A little detail here again, walking on clouds. I want this to be a nice light sneaker. I want it to be comfortable, but also go back to Nike's performance standpoint, and has to be A+ performance wise before it can ever go to details, of course. Overall, that is the Air Max Kumo. You have a little thing here from like the Air Max 90, that little thing. I thought that was pretty cool to just have. And one last look at the Air Max Kumo. Oh, another interestingly cool fact. Being that there's 4 Air Max shocks bubbles, I think, which would be really cool, you can just mix and match the Air Max bubbles. Like if I wanted this to be a yellow air bubble and this one to be a sky blue, you can make it a cross diagonal. Just use your imagination, which really makes your colorways like basically limitless. I thought that was just a really neat trick to have, a really neat addition to the sneaker. And again, this is the overall look of the Air Max Kumo. I want to thank you for watching the video and giving me an opportunity to be a finalist and going to Beaverton, Oregon, and working with just the greats, Eric Avar, etc. That would just be a dream come true. But this would just be a stepping stone to see where I'm at, even if I don't get to that level, just to see where I need to improve on. And thank you, and hope you take me into consideration. Nike N-7